Battery? Good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new adventure here in a very rainy Lanzhong. It is even more rainier than in previous video. So we made a plan as the biker group. By the way, my navigation broke down in the last video, I'm not sure if you saw it. So I'm gonna follow. And oh, I'm stuck. Whew. It is very tight here. What was I saying? Yeah, so we made a plan because apparently we are not always allowed on the highway, but in this case we're gonna try it anyway because it will rain that much. Yeah, we just find it not safe to take the national road here. Because as you can see, it does rain a lot and it will get worse in this area. So our main goal is to get out this area at least. That is for us important. We have to face the truth. And the thing is, we are on a tight schedule here in China and the schedule will not wait. Normally I could have like a free day or so and just wait until the weather would become better, but that's just not the way it works here. And I think that's part of the adventure, right? You know that up front. First things first, we're gonna fuel up. And then we made the plan that I go first because we think having a woman first works better. I just smile and wave and then the rest will follow. It's also worth mentioning that another motorbike group was escorted by police across the highway here. An appealing option to me as it would save us 3 hours of riding through the rain. If we can't ride independently, we hope to receive the same support here. So we fueled up, I swapped the GoPro because of the rain and now we're going to try our luck.
No.
We want to take the highway.
Get back!
Sorry?
Go back! Cannot get into the highway.
Why not?
The law. Understand? In Sichuan province, you can get into the highway.
Okay. Because we came from a province where we can.
Where you go?
We go to Chengdu.
Chengdu. No. You can't get in highway. Okay, understand?
But with this weather, we want to go to Chengdu as fast as possible. Because yesterday...
It's too dangerous in the highway. Understand? In China, every province has its own law, understand, about the highway. In Sichuan, you can't get in, understand?
Of course I want to follow the rule, and if you don't let us pass, it is what it is. But we as bikers feel safer, because we've been on the national road yesterday, by taking the highway, because there are no rocks falling and no mud.
The law is the law, okay? There is no other choice. Go back.
Okay, I change here?
Yes.
Okay. He was like, this is not a safe road.
The national road is more dangerous.
I told him, and he was like, I don't agree, this is more unsafe, you have to take the national road.
Yuki said we should try another toll station.
The idea is, well, to ride to the next toll station and try it again. but the next toll station is like a 2-hour ride, so it still takes some time on the national road. And to be quite honest, now the rain is a little bit over. It's not dry, absolutely not, but I'm actually fine with the national road. I mainly wanted to escape that heavy rain, but I do enjoy. Look, they protected all the oranges. It looks so funny. I enjoy riding the national road. I think it gives you so much more than the highway. So yeah, let's see how the weather will be in 2 hours, and if I will join them on the highway or if I will continue on the national road. Because the reason why I would take the highway is because I would have some more time in Chengdu to see if I can repair my navigation, and if not, find something similar. Because we are in China, I'm not really worried I will not find. Oh my god, look at how cute this is. It is so funny. It's really funny. I wonder why they would protect them. I will look that up. I think against insects, right? It's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, the villages are changing, huh, in China. It's getting more chaotic, I feel, compared to when we entered. It is definitely a different China in this province compared to the others. Not only the villages, but also just now on the highway, right? They were jumping on me, oh my. Yeah, that was a whole different experience. Look, someone is getting shaved on the street. Now we are on our way to our second attempt. It took quite a while, and to be honest, I wouldn't mind to take a national road, but one of the group members, Sharon here, he lost his rain clothes during the trip, so he doesn't have proper rain clothes and is quite cold now. So if we do a national road, it will take us 2 more hours. So it's a significant difference, right? And since we started today together, I also think we should end the day together. So we are going to try the highway yet again. Well, let's see how this will go this time. Yeah. Because he's probably in the wrong if he let us through. I think every one of us in the group did their utmost best to try and get us through. But unfortunately, they will not let us. So we have to go. We tried, but it does mean we will arrive in the dark. I mean, let's hope there are no rocks or so on the road from the rainfall. But hey, let's see. I think we're just gonna be very rainy and very cold once we are in Chengdu, which is Panda City, by the way. So I am very much looking forward to the days ahead. So yeah, I mean, it is still around 2 hours. Ooh, Sharon in the meantime is frozen. And I have to say, also with good clothes, it's now getting a little bit cold, because I don't know, it was so much rain that yeah, we're just all a little bit wet. That is a funny umbrella for your phone. Maybe I should have had that for my navigation and I would still have it. I only see it now. I feel it is a, ooh, that's a nice building. I feel it is a much greener city than the cities we were before, but maybe I'm saying something strange. But that is my first impression. Now I need one of them because I know we have to turn right somewhere here. We should be almost there. Now let's try and not hit a scooter or a bicycle. And there are a lot of them. Yeah, go, go, go. We only have one shot at a time. Let's see. Alright, that was that. I'm gonna check out the hotel and have a look where the bikes can stay, because I don't think they will stay on the street, to be honest. And this will be our stay for tonight. Here the bathroom, quite spacious, and here the bedroom. All my stuff already dropped and a view on the city. See if you can see it. There you go. So a good place to have some rest. Okay.
See you. Battery.
Battery? It doesn't start at all.
Battery.
You're sure? But how? Because L.
Put cables.
You have no? Oh, and now? Oh my god.
Yes. Wait. In the battery it's better.
Sorry?
In the battery is better because here is directly to start. You shake the engine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
The motors, the cars, you can put this. Oh, perfect. You need to see this ring, okay?
Yes.
Connect.
Yes.
So it's good. Okay.
Yes, okay.
Yes, yes.
Alright, second attempt. We are fully packed again. There we go. Bye bye! Alright, now let me get you up to speed. I don't know even where to start because yeah, the battery died, not sure why, but of course Danny was there for the rescue, as a lot of times. He just has a lot of things with him, which in this case is perfect. Yes, so Danny was there to the rescue again. Yeah, well, once on the one side I'm very lucky it happens in China because people are around with stuff. On the other hand, it's such a tight schedule that there's just no time to like be busy with these kind of things, and that's why I'm a little bit annoyed, because I want to do it myself, I want to understand what's going on, and I want to have like proper time to find a solid solution and not buying crap stuff for like $2 that will break again within a week. Anyways, I went for the old solution as I did in Kazakhstan, because yeah, again, I want to find a solid solution, also because I don't want to have my phone fallen down from the steer. So I will need a little bit more time, and as long as it doesn't rain.
Because the motherboard was damaged and I couldn't find a suitable solution within the time I had in Chengdu.
We made it out of Chengdu and we are in the tea fields. The first one I see, if I'm not mistaken, in China. I left my grumpiness behind in Chengdu. So yeah, that was Chengdu, the panda city. And we actually had an extra day off because as a group we were so tired. Because it's, again, the days are long and there are so many impressions, and there's just so much to see in China. So if we would have a free day, we would always be like sightseeing, and there was just no time of like getting some serious rest or preparing for the next countries or so. So we made the request, and actually the organization listened to that, so that was very nice. So we had an extra day in Chengdu. Nevertheless, it was busy as always. I found a very poor cat in the street where I parked my bike of the hotel. It was meowing so sadly and so depressing, and it was in a far too tiny cage. I know this is a huge problem in China and I hate it. I really hate it. Nevertheless, if I see this, I will not let it happen under my watch. So I took the cat. I took the cat from the lady. She was giving it for free to me, which also I think is a sign of how much she cared about the cat. I don't think the cat ever got out of the cage. It was so sad. I felt so sad for the cat. So I got the cat from the lady. So I took the cat and the litter bag into the hotel. I walked into the hotel as if this was the normal case. And then I took care of her. And together with my guide, Yuki, we found her a new place. And which is actually family of Yuki. So that's quite nice, because I can get pictures and videos now still of her. Yeah, and she looked so happy when she got out of the cage. So happy. This is what happiness of an animal looks like, right? So I was super happy that I could do this for the cat, and I hope she has a much better life than sitting in a cage day and night. Then we also did some sightseeing, of course, because it's Panda Town. So from one animal to another, we went to the pandas, because Chengdu is a panda town. So they have a research center there, and because breeding pandas is like very hard, and they research it there, and also some of them go back to the wild again. So that is always nice, of course. It was just very interesting to see the pandas, because they are relatives to the bear, and but a bear is like very dangerous, right? And a panda is like the cutest thing ever. So it was actually really nice to see them just eating bamboo and chilling and being a panda. it was nice. The park was big and very green, so it was also very pleasant to walk through. And then there was also a park in the big city, which counts 20 million people. And in that park, like, a lot of things were happening. Like, I don't know, in Europe you go to the park to get some rest, right? While here you're totally overwhelmed by everything that it offers. So at first there would be like a dancing, I don't know, people were dancing. And then I think there was some sort of singing contest, but it was a bit fake because the people were also getting flowers. So I'm not sure if it was like a singing contest to impress maybe a potential partner. I don't know. And then there was like some sort of dating kind of area where parents would hang a profile of their kid, and then other parents go look there to find a potential partner. So you had the blue area, that were the boys and the men, and then you had the pink area, that was the girls and the women. I never seen such a thing, and it was so crowded. I think it's actually a real thing here in China to do it this way. And that parents still match up their kids. There was a military area where they would showcase their huge drones. Like, my drone is nothing compared to what they were exposing there. Then there were also some people playing sports, and it just went on and on and on like this. So after I left the park, I was totally overwhelmed with all the impressions, and took a last little rest before this morning everything went down again. That is an impressive bridge again, and also an interesting environment. Again, I think I said it in 1 or 2 videos ago, but these kind of mountains, I think it's very Chinese. And well, I don't know, I find it a special but pretty view. Look at this greenery. Wow, it is beautiful. What a pretty backdrop with this typical Chinese villages. All the electricity is hanging everywhere. All the scooters are standing everywhere. It is something else. And it looks so pretty. And this area, the county of Yingying, oh wow, it's a dam. The county of Yingying, if I'm not mistaken. This is the area where the panda lives. So if I'm not mistaken, there are only 3 provinces where the panda lives. This area is one of them. And according to the countings, there should be around 28 pandas here, which is like not a lot. That is only the county in Yingying. But yeah, again, the breeding of the panda just goes very slowly. So it's not that there are like 1,000 pandas born every year. And yeah, also actually a lot of research is done here. But it looks very pretty. Now we are almost at the stay in Hanyuan, if I say it correctly. And this city is beautifully located at an artificial lake, but look at all the mountains around it. It is very pretty. Very pretty. Also the ride towards the city. It must be somewhere here. I see a motorbike that I recognize over there. So it must be here, right? Alright, that was quite an easy find. Now let's check out the room and maybe some food. And I feel the days are a little bit more hectical than normally. And I think the reason for that is, well, first we have to take the national road. So it takes more time. The days are much longer for the motor riders here in China, in this specific province. And then the rain, which makes things harder than normal. And that is also why we wanted to take the highway as a group on our way to Chengdu, because the rain was just so bad. And we thought it would be nice to have a short day and then we can take a warm shower. But that didn't work out. Nevertheless, we tried, and in the end we have to follow the law, so it is what it is. And then today was already a much better day without barely any rain. The only thing is I still have to figure out my navigation. Let's see how that will go. I think the road towards here was really nice, so I enjoyed that. The only thing is that things start to break, and that's quite normal, I think. But it's quite a lot that's breaking, so that makes it a little bit chaotic. But I have good faith we can fix everything or find a solution. So let's see. But that will be for the next videos. In the meantime, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And then I hope to see you at the next adventure.